Welcome to the Fantasy Champions Fantasy Football Podcast. Here's your host, Morgan Colby and Rick Lemon.
Got to roll up the sleeves. Getting down to the nitty gritty on this podcast. The nitty gritty.
We got ourselves a mock
draft. Once again, as always, every year, all day, every day. We're gonna do like
do you
100
sit
mock
down
drafts.
and do mock drafts every single day?
Probably, yeah. So at least 6 a day.
6 a day. I don't drink water. What I do is I do mock drafts. So for my
I don't sustain my physical body.
I don't.
I do mock drafts.
I replace my 8 cups of water a day with doing 8 mock drafts a day, and that just fulfills
the
my
amount of
body's
time
needs.
that I spend on the toilet. Instead of that, I do mock drafts.
I don't use the bathroom. Mock drafts are enough to fulfill me.
I wake up, I do a mock draft. I go to sleep, I do a mock draft.
You're crazy, bro. Psycho.
That's what we're here for. Mock drafts. That's what we're here for. We're going to show you how we would do turn picks this episode in a 12-team mock draft.
Our first one without real people.
Half PPR. First one without real people. Normally, I want to do real people normally, but at this point, the thing that kind of blows about this, I'm gonna back the screen up here a little bit if I can. I can't see my pick. The thing that sucks about mock drafting with people at this point, unless you're an underdog, is that they draft Robert Tonyan with the first overall pick.
Yeah, that happened last
time.
So
frick you. We're gonna draft by ourselves. Anyway, welcome to Fantasy Champions Fantasy Football Podcast. My name is Morgan Colby. I got Rick Lemon with me as always. As I said, we're doing a mock draft. Before we hop into that, check our website, fantasychampions.com. See, I'm going to do this off the top of my head. Don't have it in my show notes. Going to see if I remember that. Check out our website, fantasychampions.com. Follow us on any social media platforms. Type in the FF Champs. You're good to go. We're still looking for a social media person. Video.
Yep.
Anything. Really. Just help us out.
Yeah. We can use that.
And then you can listen to us on any podcasting platform. Be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share this podcast with your friends on those platforms. On YouTube, be sure to click the bell for notifications, like and comment down below. And we have a big announcement on Tuesday of this week pertaining to the draft guide.
We do.
So we'll talk about that on that show. But without further ado, let's mock it up. Is this included in my my 12 mock drafts today, or
no? This doesn't count.
This doesn't count.
This is separate.
Okay, I have not. See, I updated it to be 2 minutes a pick. To be 8 hours a pick, and it didn't save. So frick this. I'm gonna change it.
Are you
to
gonna
8
take
hours.
the full 8 hours to make your pick? So our podcast is like
leave in the comments down below. Does that piss you off if somebody takes the full 8 hours? Because it does for me. Rick was getting pretty pissed off in our Dynasty startup.
I was.
He was getting angry, and I'm like, you hate it when people take their whole pick.
I wasn't taking 8 hours though. It was like 30 minutes.
Bang. Draft.
And you guys
started,
were like,
clock.
You guys were like,
yeah. Well,
I got like 4 messages.
It's the first round. You're taking the whole clock. We changed the day for you.
It's not my fault that whoever picked ahead of me also took that long, but no, I'm the only one that gets flack for it. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I took a half hour, but I was trying to trade my pick. You were physically not paying attention.
I was physically doing work.
Moving boxes.
Yes. Okay. Do I take Robert Tonyan? No, I'm taking Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey still the 101. Easy pick for me. Barkley went 102, surprising. Derrick Henry 1-3. Dalvin Cook 1-4 is a steal. Alvin Kamara 1-5. Nick Chubb 1-6. You'll love to see it. Devontae Adams 1-7. That will be horrible if Rodgers is gone. Jonathan Taylor 1-8. Tyreek Hill 1-9. Hopkins 1-10. Zeke 1-11.
Before I make my pick.
Travis Kelce, right?
Whoa, hold on a second. I was like, where'd all the players go? Before I make my pick. Yeah, Travis Kelce. Can we talk about... So right now, Aaron Rodgers is going to go be the Jeopardy host.
Yep.
I think that's one step above going to play for the Detroit Lions and bite my kneecaps guy.
Debatable.
So anyway, Devontae Adams, if Rodgers leaves, how far do you think he's going to slip? Because right now, ADP, this is updated ADP for Sleeper in the month of June. So like right now he's going 1-7, and I'm still surprised that he's the first guy off the board, because as long as Rodgers is there, I think he should be going 1-7.
If Rodgers is gone, dude,
or not 1-7, but just first wide receiver off the board in general.
Are you asking where I think he goes or where I would take him?
Where would you take him? Where do you think he goes?
He probably goes the third round. If Rodgers is gone, so this is Jordan Love. probably third round. I wouldn't take him until like the fourth.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he really drops for me.
Okay. Fair enough. Chubb is moving up. I will say that. I was hoping that he would be late first. I hope I get 6 because I would love to draft Nick Chubb.
That's a good pick.
Or 4. You know me and 6 and 4. I just can't. Those are my picks.
You get 4 every year, so you're gonna somehow Dalvin Cook will be there and you'll draft him.
I have a plan. Every year, well, Rick hates basketball now, but every year during the NBA Finals, we usually do a little bit of lottery. I don't know, did we change our mind on that?
I don't know. Did we do that last year?
We did a draft lottery last year.
We did, but I don't think it was during the NBA Finals. I don't know.
Stanley Cup Finals. If the Bruins get there,
yeah,
we'll do it then. So anyway, but I'm gonna find out then when I get my pick. I'll let you guys know on Twitter.
Yeah,
I'll get freaking lit about it. But anyway, so it's been 3 minutes since my pick started.
Yeah, see, this is the problem with the 8-hour clock.
Yeah, see, but I like it. I like it because I get to sit here and like make. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this draft. I'm gonna try to go wide receiver only.
Oh, 0 running back?
0 running back strategy. See how this
goes. Good luck with that. I'll do the opposite.
You'll do the opposite, and we'll show you what the best strategy is. Of course, he has the first overall pick. So anyway, I'm gonna go my guy, my big boy. Put on my big boy pants. I gotta take AJ Brown first, even though.
Who's the other receiver you take though?
Let's see.
Is it Diggs? Because I know.
Let's go, baby.
Okay,
Justin Jefferson and AJ Brown.
This isn't Dynasty.
So Justin Jefferson, what was he, wide receiver 7 last year?
Yeah, I think so.
That could be dumb. It could be horrible.
Oh, Gibson just went.
Anyway, hold on a second. So for me, I think, if you're gonna start at the turn pick with 2 wide receivers, like okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna gather myself here. Stefon Diggs, would you have taken him ahead of AJ Brown and Justin Jefferson, both of them?
Not AJ Brown, but yes, Jefferson in redraft.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think I just like the talent.
I love Jefferson though. Don't get me wrong.
Excitement of Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I love it. So I'm going running backs here. Got to for strat.
So Aaron Jones, Cam Akers, Stefon Diggs, Travis Kelce, Austin Eckler, Calvin Ridley, DK Metcalf, George Kittle, Joe Mixon, and Antonio Gibson came off the board, and Rick is now on the clock at 2:12.
This is PPR, right?
Sure.
You didn't. Okay.
It's half PPR.
My problem with I'm gonna go Najee Harris. I love the excitement. I think he'll be an early second rounder by this time. My second guy though, it's between Swift, Clyde, and Dobbins. Sorry, Miles Sanders. See if it was non PPR, it'd be Dobbins, easy.
It's half PPR, bro.
My problem is
half PPR.
The Todd Gurley stuff is making me nervous.
I've told you 3 times it's half PPR. You can take J.K. Dobbins if you
I'm going to take Swift.
Whoa.
I'm going to take Swift.
Okay. Why?
Because I think with Penei Sewell there and the amount, even with Jamal Williams there, I'm not worried about it because I think he's still going to be a workhorse like crazy. With a good offense, at least a decent offense.
They signed Todd Gurley. Are you nervous?
They officially signed Todd Gurley?
No.
Oh, I thought you just said that. I was
if they signed Todd Gurley. I should have just went with it. I should have just made you think that so that you could live react.
I probably would have taken Clyde or Dobbins if that happens.
Okay, all right.
But I still like Swift. He's just like the running backs there are so tight.
Yeah.
He moves down a few spots just for that, but I would still like him. I still take him on my team.
Yeah. Fair enough. Allen Robinson, Michael Thomas, Patrick Mahomes, third round.
You could take J.K. Dobbins.
This is crazy, dude.
You actually could.
The Patty Mahomes is going off the board at 3-4.
That's not that crazy.
And I love.
That's where he went last year.
No, he went like late second.
Oh yeah. So same range though.
Travis Kelce is no longer a top 10 pick. Thank God the hype settled down a little bit. This drives me absolutely insane. Back to normal, I guess. Clyde went at 3-5, and then Miles Sanders, Mike Evans, Julio Jones, 3-8. Do you think it's too high for Julio?
Yeah, I think that's too high.
Fair enough. And then you had Keenan, Terry McLaurin, which is 3-10. Do you think that's too high for Terry?
No.
Okay.
I'm a Terry guy, bro.
Chris Godwin, 3-11. And so I have J.K. Dobbins, Chris Carson, David Montgomery on the board. I got to go running back here because at this point I went zero running back in the first 2 rounds.
But you can only do 1 running back.
No, dude.
Okay,
I already took my 2 wide receivers.
That's not true. 0 running back.
What's 0 running back then?
You can take a running back in the first 5 rounds, but it's like more receiver dominant. I guess if you go 2 and 2, it's not like you can go 3 and 1 and then take a running back with your next pick.
You're gonna make me take one guy?
I kind of want you to, but you don't have to. You do what you want.
Okay, I'm gonna take David Montgomery. I'm gonna take my guy. And now I'm sitting here staring at J.K. Dobbins, just wishing I could draft him, but I'm forced into my own strategy here. This is why you don't do strategy.
Why did you take Montgomery over Dobbins?
I don't.
Fine, take both. Take both.
Hold on a second. I gotta look at Dobbins. If you're live on the screen, we're just looking live at J.K. Dobbins here. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like his ceiling is just so capped. It hurts my soul.
If it's PPR, yeah. If this is half PPR though, he's gonna be.
No, he's still good. I would take him here.
I almost took him ahead of Swift,
but I'm
3-1.
What are you judging me for taking the number 4 overall running back last year ahead of J.K. Dobbins?
Okay.
Listen, I traded 2 first round picks for Dobbins. Does that not show my love for him?
Go ahead, make a pick.
All right. Anyway, so at the wide receiver position, would I be a terrible person if I took CeeDee Lamb? Is that way too high?
That's a tad high for me, yeah.
Going with this,
and I love CeeDee Lamb, but actually, you know what?
I did this last year. I'm not going to do it again. I'm taking Amari Cooper.
Okay.
I did this last year, and I didn't take Amari Cooper in the 4th round, and I feel like I got burned in the end.
Yeah.
So anyway.
What the heck? All the receivers just went.
You got sniped. So we had Dobbins, Waller, Chris Carson after.
It's literally all running backs now.
Robert Woods, Josh Jacobs, Josh Allen, and then Thielen, Kenny Golladay, DJ Moore, and CeeDee Lamb. You know what the AIs are doing?
Literally, I wanted DJ Moore and CeeDee Lamb. Those were my 2 picks.
All the AIs up here at the top are like, we like Morgan's strategy. You're gonna stick with it. Look at the team 9.
Yeah.
Three wide receivers. It's not. Well, I mean, I guess.
Bro, literally, I just got sniped not once but twice, and arguably 3 times. So I need a receiver here. I will take Deontay. He's gonna be high volume.
Wide receiver 1 for Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, that's so disgusting. And I don't want to go receiver here because it's just so.
Why don't you go like Hot Lockett or DJ Chark or something? Reach a little bit.
No,
you're not gonna have another pick in 20 picks, so get your guy, I guess. You could get Higgins too. What about Ayuk? I like any of these guys. It's not a great situation for you, bro. Why did you take Swift 3-1 though?
Because I thought we were doing 0 running back, 0 receiver, so I was going.
That's what I did.
Yeah, but I was truly doing it.
I truly did it too.
Oh yeah, no, you did.
Fight me, bro.
I kind of want to go Kyler just for the heck of it. I'm not gonna though.
Do whatever you want, bro. Just explain yourself once you do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna reach. I'm gonna reach out for Brandon Ayuk.
See, I like that.
I think it's a little early for him though. Still, I do. I do like Ayuk. He had a great run last year, and he's gonna have an actual starting quarterback. I think he barely played with Jimmy last year. So, yeah. And if Jimmy's gone, it's Trey Lance who has a lot of upside. So, gotta do what you gotta do. Now, what are you gonna do?
Can you say Dak? No. Just.
I would think about it.
Go against. I thought about it, but going against my own strategy.
Okay. So T. Higgins then?
I'm gonna go T. Higgins. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your other one?
See, I'm back to back. This is where things. I can take my running backs now.
You can.
Am I free to go?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Wow, this is garbage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm taking Dak. Get out of here with that.
That's a good pick, bro. I know you don't like it, but it's a good pick.
It's just no running backs left. See, this is a part of the issue with the 0 running back approach.
And look at this run on running backs too.
But so here's what I would say with this particular approach. We'll talk about this run on running backs now. I'm going to get shafted by taking Dak. That's bad. So, but you could realistically go wide receiver in the first 2 rounds, and then try to snag 2 running backs. Like as I could have gotten Dobbins and Montgomery, or Montgomery and Carson, or Montgomery and Jacobs if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I think it's a solid situation for you to have those 2 running backs. You're not going to have like an elite kind of. Holy crap! I didn't even notice that Cam Akers went 2-3. By the way, yikes.
Yep.
I thought that was going to be Gibson, but I guess we're doing it with Akers this year. But anyway, I could have very well gotten David Montgomery and J.K. Dobbins and been okay. So I guess the 2 wide receiver situation in the first 2 rounds is not a bad one. It's not a bad approach, but especially with the running back position being the way that it is, like I think you're going to be, if you don't draft 2 running backs in the first 4 rounds, you're screwed.
Mm-hmm. So my first pick here is easy for me. It's DJ Chark.
We had Lockett, Mostert, James Robinson. I'm sorry. Odell Beckham, David Johnson, not to interrupt you, but Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones, Damian Harris, Cortland Sutton, Aaron Rodgers, and then Rick.
My second pick here is so tough. I don't like any of these guys.
Chark, and he doesn't like any of them.
Well, there's some players I like, but it's a little off the board here. I'm tempted to go Javonte Williams.
Is your sleeper glitching out like this right now? I have like a whole space.
Yeah, no, mine's not.
Okay.
Yours just sucks, bro. Sorry. I'm also tempted to go Herbert. Justin Herbert, 7th round. A little early though. You know, I think because I think he's gonna be like a 5th round pick by the time we come to draft season. I'm gonna take Javonte Williams. He's gonna climb up boards.
You pick.
See your guy.
I was gonna draft him, but you reached.
Because I don't think that's really a reach. I think it's a reach right now. But
yeah,
because he's in the same situation as Swift from last year, and Swift started off as a 7th, 8th round pick, and finished by the end as like a 4th, 5th round guy, and I think the same is gonna happen.
Whatever, bro. I don't like that at all. You just totally zoinked me.
Sorry, bro.
That's all right. After Javonte, he had Chase Claypool, Dallas
Zach Moss,
Juju Smith-Schuster, Russell Wilson, Tyron. I am tongue-tied with these names.
Tyler
today. Boyd, Davis, Mike
Drake.
Davis, Kenyon Drake, Noah Fant, Justin Herbert, and then Will Fuller. You know what I'm going to do? I'm drafting James Conner here.
Oh, bro. Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Go ahead.
I don't see the issue. Explain to me the problem here.
I think Conner is gonna split when he's healthy, and when he's not healthy, he's gonna be not healthy.
So I was listening to. I also think
Edmonds is gonna get a lot of the passing work.
I was listening to.
You had Drake last year. Why do you want to put yourself through this,
bro? What are my options? Zach Moss?
No, it's if you need a running back, he was the best one.
Okay, listen to me though. See, you made me lose my turn. Okay, so Nick Ercolano, right? Go check him out. He's pretty sick. But anyway, so he was talking about James Conner, and he was like, James Conner is literally the same exact running back as Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
so he's walking into the situation. He's going to become the new Kenyon Drake, and Chase Edmonds is going to stay exactly the same.
The problem
this was an argument against Chase Edmonds and not for James Conner, by the way. Yeah. But I do want to point out, like, in the 7th round, if you need a running back in a dead running back space,
so gross last year though, and he played every game.
I know. But so I think.
Do you think Conner plays every game?
I think Conner is going to get the work that what the hell?
Okay, Kenyon
Drake got.
No. You know what?
And if he does that, I think he'll actually be relatively decent.
And
like a mid-range or low-end RB2.
You really did need a running back. So of the running backs available,
you're judging me, but you didn't let me take Dobbins. So
yeah, of the running backs available, he was the best one.
Anyway, why is AJ Dillon even considered?
And I would take Conner over.
Can
Drake,
we talk about that for a second? Why
handcuff,
is
bro? Elite handcuff.
Okay, that's elite.
No, even without word. Though, he's gonna get more work than he did last year.
Fair enough.
He'll probably get like 10 carries a game.
I do feel like
I would rather AJ Dillon than Zach Moss.
In the 8th round here, his ADP is 84 right now, which means he's right. I would say early to mid 8th round. Mm-hmm. But Deebo Samuel is actually not a bad pick here. Steal. I think that's a fantastic pick.
I would take him over Will Fuller.
Fantastic value, I would say.
I would take him over Tyler Boyd. Some guys I went before.
Thank God Kyle Pitts got taken. So
I
know who you're gonna take. Jamar Chase, Robbie Anderson, Zach Moss, Curtis Samuel, Brandon Cooks, Dillon, Pitts, Landry, Brady, and then Brown. Marquise Hollywood, Brown, and now Rick is on.
Who am I gonna take?
Who are you gonna take when your windshield's busted? Mike Gesicki, Jerry Jeudy, dude.
Who else?
Why did I get it wrong?
I was thinking about him, but there's someone else that.
Oh, you gonna draft Joe?
Do I draft Joe or Jalen though? I will take Jeudy. I think
I would probably put Joe higher than Jalen because I think he's gonna be a breakout.
Yeah, I definitely would take Jerry Jeudy here. I think his upside.
Jerry Jeudy.
It's high. Dude, if Aaron, again, and I've said this to you off the show, and I'm just like super excited. If Aaron Rodgers goes to the Broncos, my pants are off for both Jeudy.
What about Deshaun?
Or Deshaun. Anyway, they just get a quarterback upgrade. My pants are off for Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, and Noah Fant. I think all three of those guys could be like top.
Bro, I'm not going
players
to lie. Even without them, your pants are already off.
My pants, well, that's what I'm saying. I like all three players as like
I feel
talent.
like you would be fully naked.
So my love for the Broncos and with Javonte Williams there, bro, I'm a Broncos fan pretty much, fantasy-wise.
That's disgusting.
Which is disgusting because I'm not a Broncos fan. And yeah, let's take Joey Burrow.
I like it. That's not a bad pick in the 9th round. I mean, I don't want to. Coming from the guy that's zero quarterback that took a quarterback in the 6th round because there's nothing else available. I do like Joe Burrow in the 9th. I don't think like I would do that in like our home league. I would do that in other leagues. Like I'm okay with that. I feel like it is a little bit of a stretch, but I would take him over Jalen Hurts. By the way, Tony Pollard, Bob Tonyan, Logan Thomas, Mike Gesicki, Naheem Hines, Singletary, Jalen Hurts, Corey Davis, Devontae Parker, and Matt Stafford all came off the board after Rick's pick, and now it's my pick. And I get to do whatever I want with this pick. Why is Irv Smith going in the freaking 10th round?
Because he's flying,
Yikes,
bro. He's flying. You got to take him now if you want him.
And Laviska's real high too, huh?
Laviska in the 10th is... I mean, that's reasonable.
But this is my 9th round pick, technically, bro.
Okay, well, if you want to wait for your second pick to take Laviska, you can say you take him in the 10th round, which is fair. And a potential steal.
Enlighten me to who I'm taking right now.
I would take either Laviska and Devontae Smith or Laviska and Irv Smith. So you're taking A. Smith and Laviska. That's what I would do. That's me, though. You're not me. You're you. So you come up with your own opinions and do something.
I'm going to take Laviska here.
Okay, or just listen to me blindly.
I don't want to take Devonta Smith.
Okay, good. And you don't want to take Irv Smith, I'm guessing.
No, not really. I mean, I like Irv Smith as a breakout tight end this year, but I don't. 10th. Not in the 10th round. I mean, I'll do it anyway. We'll just do it because it's the first AI mock draft of the year. So I broke all my rules. We'll see how it turns out at the end after breaking all my rules. So I think Chenault, same similar.
Come on.
You took Chark, right? Devonta Smith got sniped on you, buddy.
I did.
You took Chark in the net. So I took Laviska. I think Laviska is Rich Man's DJ Chark. It's poor man's DJ Chark. I was trying to make it fun, but
okay.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I would rather. Can I just say I would rather Laviska at the 9-12.
That's what I was going to say. I would rather have
3 full rounds.
I'd rather have Laviska
and I like Chark,
but the big thing that
I think Chark will be better than Laviska, but 3 whole rounds is a lot.
Yeah. So I think for me, like in the 9th, 10th round, that's a good pick. Like that's a solid pick. I'm so glad that we don't have to stare at Tyler Boyd here in the rounds 7 to 9 because that's been like the last 3 years. So now I got to readjust my approach. Where the crap is Tyler Boyd going?
He went
7-6. Never mind. 7th round pick Tyler Boyd again. At least Christian Kirk's not here. I feel like it's been Tyler Boyd, Christian Kirk in those rounds from me, target wise. But anyway, yeah, Laviska, I think, in that new reinvented Jacksonville offense, I think he could be decent. And then Irv Smith, I like him as a breakout tight end this year. I think he's actually going to be really good. I don't want to buy into too much of those Minnesota weapons, but because they don't pass the ball
that's my problem with Irv Smith.
Anyway, then Gus Edwards, Ryan Tannehill, Latavius Murray, Jamal Williams, Tyreek Cohen, Michael Gallup, Antonio Brown, Trey Sermon, and then Devonta Smith.
I would have thought about Trey Sermon there.
10th round, that's a good pick. I actually thought about him at my 10-1.
So I actually am thinking, I'm not going to take him, but he's someone who I would think about. I know you wouldn't like him, but I do need a tight end at Hunter Henry. Because I do think the Patriots homer me. I got to be a homer for someone on the Patriots. That's gross, bro. It has to be someone, bro. It's not going to be Nelson Aguilar. So it's going to be Hunter Henry. You got to accept it. The reason you would, really. I wouldn't. I think Hunter Henry's going to get more passing work than Johnny. I think Johnny is going to be kind of a... He'll be a good player, but I don't... Like, I see Henry getting more targets and red zone options.
Whatever.
I think Henry has a chance to lead the team in targets, which is why I like Hunter Henry. Anyway,
We can
I'm
argue
not gonna
about
take
two
him.
garbage fantasy.
You're calling
tight ends this year.
Patriots players garbage?
No, Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry are fantastic players. Are they going to be good fantasy wise? Hell no.
Henry might. Just saying.
Stop. Slow your
I'm
roll.
going to take someone you like.
Is that before or
I'm
after
taking one of your
he gets
guys.
another Liz Frank injury?
Michael Pittman. I think that's good value in the
That is my guy, bro.
slate.
Frank you.
With Carson Wentz there, I think he could be the number one receiver on the Colts that you're getting at the 10-12. Solid value. And I'm also going to take a flyer pick, but in the 11th round and with the value of running backs, I'll give it a shot, and that's Michael Carter, who could be a starting running back for the Jets, or he could absolutely stink. But in the 11th round,
It could really go either way.
Yeah, I'm willing.
Michael P. Ryan has the same draft capital.
Yeah, so I'm willing to take that risk.
Cole Kmet came out with the board. So after
All
that,
the
we
tight ends
had
are gone.
Jonnu, Lindsey, Marvin Jones, Williams, Henderson, Higbee, Gronk, Mooney, Henry, Kmet. A lot of tight ends here.
I was hoping one of them would fall back to.
At this point, I think this is usually these rounds right here between 11 and 15 is usually where I save it for the tight ends, the quarterbacks that I take, because
all the tight ends are gone though.
there really is no there's some decent options at the wide receiver position, some sleeper guys that you could look at, like
Ruggs
or Rieger, either one of
Yep.
those guys. Jamison Crowder is not a bad option with Zach Wilson, especially if he's the slot guy for the Jets, and they're going to take it easy with Wilson to start. I definitely think Crowder could be a good option here. I'm only looking at wide receivers because
I think there's a chance Crowder's not even on the Jets.
there's no run. That's fair enough, but there's no running backs. I mean, you could go.
That's why I took Michael Carter.
You could start snagging, which I'm going to do. I'm going to take Alexander Madison. You could start snagging handcuffs, high value handcuffs here. Did Pollard already go?
Don't know. I don't think so. You might have to look for him.
Dude, what the crap?
Maybe he did.
Yeah, it looks like he did. Yeah, so take some high value handcuffs. But I'm gonna.
He went 9-2. Yeah,
Jeez,
that's too high.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I don't know which one. You're going in the shot in the dark here, but I'm gonna go with Rieger. See what happens.
Okay.
But after my pick, Hilton, Penny, Hooper,
All the tight ends.
Jalen Waddle, Jamison Crowder, Evan Ingram, McKissick, White, Nelson Aguilar, and then Johnny Brown.
So I'll just take a flyer on Henry Ruggs. I think that's solid in the 12th round, and then I do kind of need a tight end. And if I look at the tight ends here, they all suck at this point. So what I'm going to do is take Zach Ertz and hope.
Take Blake Jarwin.
No, I don't want Blake Jarwin. I would rather Zach Ertz and just hope he gets traded, because he's going to get traded. Hope he gets traded to a team where he has opportunity.
Okay. I was going to say, if he doesn't get traded, he's still a good value in Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, they took Paris Gamble from me. You evil man.
Boom. The AIs know what they're doing,
I
man.
got a question. Would Marlon Mack be a good value here?
Yeah, I think okay. Okay.
I'll do it.
Let me see the other running backs available. Yeah. If you need a running back.
And then I'm going to take another quarterback. What do you think? I'll take
go for it,
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby. And then after my pick, Bateman, Hardman, Wentz, Perriman, Ebron, Lazard, Sony Michel.
Got sniped again, man.
Giovanni
Danny
Bernard,
Dimes.
Danny Dimes, and then Big Ben Roethlisberger. But we just had our QB sleeper show, so you know who to go with here.
Yeah, I'll take Tua.
And
then my last pick. This is so. Give me Russell Gage with Julio getting traded. Wide receiver 2
That's
in
a good
Atlanta.
pick. That's a very good pick, especially in June. I could see a lot of. I wonder where he's going in best ball leagues, because if you do a best ball draft right now and you're getting Russell Gage, if Julio gets traded, that's a fantastic value.
Thanks, dog.
I'm gonna take Rondale just for fun. I don't take rookie wide receivers, but I just took Rondale Moore in a redraft.
Yeah, with the last pick of the whole draft.
Yeah, dude. All set. So there you have it. What are the biggest surprises here that you see in the draft? Really quickly.
Miles Sanders 3.6. I don't love that.
Do you think too high or too low?
Too high.
Okay, that's
Actually not by much though. Not by much.
yeah. I would say that's.
But I would take Montgomery and Dobbins over him.
Mm-hmm.
Julio 3.8 is a little high, but it's not surprise. There's nothing that like shocks me here. Nothing that really shocks me.
With AIs.
Yeah, because we're drafting exactly. Josh Allen 4th round, man. That's kind of tough. Kenny Golladay 4.9, I think is a little high for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's nothing that's like shocking. Damian Harris is 6th round running back.
Yikes, bro. That's a little bit too much.
I love it.
Stop.
Let's get Damian Harris going.
Stop.
I own him in so many dynasty leagues as a flyer.
That's horrible.
But I didn't spend capital on him.
Yeah. I think you with Javonte is a little high.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, fair enough.
Look at the running. Well, just because look at the running
backs. The running backs
around
available. Him. Yeah, no, I agree. Like he's better than.
But even then, like I love Damian Harris. I just talked about him.
You couldn't have waited.
Damian Harris or Javonte, Ronald Jones or Javonte, Leonard Fournette or Javonte, David Johnson or Javonte. I think.
See, what I gotta start doing is I gotta shift out of the dynasty startup mentality.
Yeah,
and go into redraft because like my brain is like.
See, I can switch back and forth pretty easily. I feel like. There are a few things where I was like,
yeah,
a little bit, but yeah.
But anyway, so I had Dak Prescott, David Montgomery, James Conner, gross at the running back position, A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Irv Smith Jr., Amari Cooper, T. Higgins, Deebo Samuel, Laviska, Alexander Madison, Jalen Reagor, Marlon Mack, Trevor Lawrence, and Rondale Moore. So I think zero running back is it's a workable approach only if you're able to, I would say, trade for a running back that can get the job done because you're not winning a fantasy championship with a slouch at running back. You can't. Right. You just can't win with only wide receivers. In a PPR league, you might be able to get away with it.
But your two top guys got to be like...
Yeah, they got to be legit.
Elite.
So, like, for me, I think you can get away. Like, David Montgomery, I might even snag him in leagues and end up having him with my 4th pick, and I'd be totally okay with that. Yeah. But so yeah, I think zero wide receiver is still not a okay Siri. is still a really great.
Siri doesn't understand zero receivers.
It's really not a really great approach if you're drafting, especially nowadays. It looks like the running back situation has kind of settled down a little bit from the last couple years. Mm-hmm. We have 4 wide receivers go in the first round here, 5 in the second. So.
But the running backs after the 4th round is so gross, unless you want to take a flyer on a Javonte Williams or a Travis Etienne. But man, it's like you're looking at Kareem
the next
Hunt,
couple
Myles
years
Gaskin.
are going to get worse because everything is literally like transitioning to the RBBC, and there's only like 10 to 12 running backs in the league that are still getting.
I think you need 2 running backs in those first 4 rounds. If you go 2 running backs, 2 receivers, I think you'll be pretty set. For me, my team has Joe Burrow, Christian McCaffrey, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, Brandon Ayuk, Zach Ertz, DeAndre Swift, DJ Chark, Javonte Williams, Jerry Jeudy, Michael Pittman, Michael Carter, Henry Ruggs, Tua Tagovailoa, and Russell Gage. My team, I think, would have looked a lot better if those 2 picks in front of me weren't back-to-back DJ Moore, CeeDee Lamb. Because if my top 2 receivers were DJ Moore, CeeDee Lamb, McCaffrey, Najee Harris, DeAndre Swift, I love that. 5.
Started sweating.
Yeah, I would have started sweating. But Deontay Johnson,
I think it goes to show you too that you don't draft with a particular mindset. Like, don't go into your draft and be like, "Oh, I'm definitely going to only draft wide receivers or in the first 3 rounds, or I'm only going to draft running backs
unless
in
you're
the
just
first 2 rounds."
Doing it to like mess around. But if
you literally could have gotten in the round prior. Right at the 3-1, you could have gotten A-Rob, you could have gotten Michael Thomas, one of those 2 guys in that vicinity, and then turned around and had a DJ Moore, a CeeDee Lamb, or Deontay Johnson as your second wide receiver, and then maybe Ayuk as your third. But yeah, you just don't get tied in. I think that first overall pick is gonna be tough this year.
It will.
To be honest with you, it's gonna be kind of tough. You're gonna have to reach on guys you don't want to reach on.
Yep. Well, it's like that for the turn for any.
You took DeAndre Swift over Clyde.
That was hard. It was Swift, Clyde, or J.K. Dobbins, and you pass on Dobbins, which is like what the 4-2. But yeah, one of those 3 guys. But I like all 3. I like all 3.
I like David Montgomery over Dobbins. What can I say?
You're weird, bro.
It is what it is. Thanks for listening to Fantasy Champions Fantasy Football Podcast. We got a mock draft today, and what? I don't even know what we're talking about next week. I think we're doing more sleepers next week. So check it out.
See you guys later.
Thank you for listening to the Fantasy Champions Podcast. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes and YouTube, and follow us on Twitter @TheFFChamps.